Today we'll do the subject EVS 1 of grade 5th and our chapter number 11 is our home and environment. Now look at this picture. In this picture we have different types of houses. Let us solve these questions. On the way to your school or market or when you travel to another town, you see many things. Observe carefully the houses that you see. Note the construction, shape, building material and other aspects of the different houses. Do some of the houses resemble the specimens shown above? Now the first question is, what materials are used for building houses? Means for construction or for build any houses, which kind of material do you use? So we use bricks, cement. In olden times we use dry grass, that it is known as hay also, or stones. Compare any two types of houses that you saw and note down the differences. So we can live in city. So in city we see houses like buildings, that is D1, and small houses like F1 also and C1 also. Now the third questions, what are the different things from which a house gives us protection? How the houses protect us? See, house is a kind of a shelter and it protects us from different kinds of climate or rain, sun, wind, etc. and also from wild animals. The fourth question is, in what way are the houses A, B and C different? Which of them appears to be the safest? So the A picture is this picture we can easily saw in olden times. Means this kind of houses they made in olden times, in ancient times, with the help of dry grasses. Now the B1, they built this kind of, it is also known as dune. This kind of houses was made in olden time also. By the help of stone we made this kind of houses. And the C1, that is a proper roof house. This kind of houses we can see easily in villages, a small house with the help of flat roof. And the third one picture, that is the C1 picture, is easily safest to us by the climate or animals also. Now the fifth question is, which of the above houses are mainly seen in cities? Which are seen mainly in rural areas. So in cities we easily see the houses like C1, D1, E1 also. And in rural areas, that is in villages, we can easily made a house like C or F1. Now the last question is, think about your own environment and the climate there, or choose the most suitable house for yourself by putting a tick in the box near the picture. So easily, if I want to choose or any house in our own environment and climatic condition also, so the D1 is best for us because we are living in surrounding like cities. We saw different types of houses in these pictures. Their main uses can be listed as follow. Now what is the use of house? Why we construct the house? Why we are living in house? So there are some important lines or some important list. The first one is a shelter, because we can't live in an open space, so house is a kind of a shelter. Next is a resting place. We can easily take rest. If we are coming from outside, so we can easily take a rest at house. Protection against the sun, the wind, the cold and the rains. And if we have a house, we can easily protect ourselves by the sun rays, that is sun or wind or cold and rains, and also from wild animals. Keeping ourselves safe from antisocial elements. Antisocial elements means behavior harmful. Antisocial element means behavior that is harmful to us. If any kind of disaster or any kind of quarrel or fighting or war, if outside it will be there, so the house give us protection from antisocial element also. Now see this second pictures. In this map we have different kinds of region. Regions means a particular area or different types of houses also we have, and it is the map of India. So let us see. The above figure shows a map of India and the types of houses that are common in the respective regions since ancient times. So this all figures we can understand that this all figures or this all regions are from ancient times, yani from means since ancient times. Note how the construction or structure of the houses changes from region to region. So we have to make a note of different types of houses or changes according to the day-to-day life and from region to region. The first one is regions of heavy rainfall, means here where heavy rainfall are there. Next is regions of medium rainfall. Medium rainfall means not more and not less. Third is regions of low rainfall, means the rain will be very much low. Fourth one is desert regions. The climate of desert regions are very hot and humid. Fifth one is marshy regions where the climate is very much wet, means in nearby of river bank, etc. Sixth one is mountainous regions, and the last one is plains. So we have 7 different kind of regions. In this chart we have serial number, region, type, shape, construction, building material. In building material we have 2 choices. First one is roof and the second one is walls. So let us see here one example already done, that is region plains. Type, the type of that house is flat roofed house. Shape and constructions of that house is rectangular. Building material in roof they used wood and earth, and for making walls they use stone and earth. Now the second one, as an example I am going to solve. For example, if I will take a region of desert, type of that house is conical shape and construction and shape is triangular. Roof they used dry grass, and for making walls they used mud, because in desert area the climates are very hot and humid, so they use mud for feeling cool or for making that environment or their houses cool. Now today we are going to discuss these all points related to home and environment. First point is climate. So we have to make a house, make a home in environment, so we have to see that this climate are suitable us or not. So while making any house, climatic condition is most important. Next is natural resources. For making house or for building any building or for constructing any building, we use natural resources like wood, minerals like iron and water. So this all used for making any house. Next is basic needs. Basic need is most important for every human being. Basic needs are food, shelter, clothing, education and health. So these are very much important to us. Next is lack shelter. Lack shelter means there are some people who are not having proper house for staying or for living. So that is known as lack of shelter. They are not having a house. They live outside the house in open area like in railway station or in any bus depot, under the bridges, on footpath or on the road. They use that small hut like tent and they stay there. So lack of shelter for those people who are not having proper house, they live outside the houses. Next is homeless. Homeless is very much important problem in our society because there are very much people that not having a proper house, they are homeless. Government scheme. Because of this homeless, government implements different kind of scheme for that people who are not having proper house. Last one is night shelter. Government are also started night shelter for the people who are not having a house so they can stay at night in a proper house. Now look at this, a small chart, that is why people become homeless. What is the reason that people are not having their houses and they are homeless? So here we have 6 things. The first is lack of affordable housing, means the person not afford that house or they are not having that much money to make or to buy a house. The next one is poverty, that is poor condition. The condition is not good, so that's why the people are homeless. Third one is natural disaster. Because of suddenly event of natural disaster like earthquake or tsunami, so this is the reason that people become homeless and they shift from one place to another place. Next is physical and mental disorders. If a person is going to sick or if any disease if they get, so what they are doing, they sell their house and whatever amount they get, from that amount they cure themselves from the disease. So this is also the important reason. Next is unemployment. The person are not employed, are not doing any kind of work. He or she is unemployed, means not having any kind of work. So this is also the reason that people become homeless. And the last one is inadequate income, means not sufficient income, not proper income, because if the income is low, so how the person is getting a house, because that income is not proper or is not fulfill all the needs of their particular person. So that's why inadequate income is also the reason that people become homeless. And now the next is, we all have a right to clean potable water, sufficient food, a safe shelter and education. As a human being, as a citizen, we have a right to drink clean potable water. Potable means drinking water. And we have sufficient food also and a safe place for shelter and education. This all are so rights also, and this is our basic needs also. Now look at this picture. As time passed, humans went on making suitable changes in their shelter. In this picture we can see the first one, that is in Stone Age man time. They started to live in the jungle because at that time no houses, no shelter was there. So they started to live in jungle. After a little bit progress, they started to make a small cave. Then by the progress, they started to make a dune with the help of stone and a small igloo type houses, but with stone or earth. Then they make progress and they started to build a proper house with the help of mud, dry grasses, wood, etc. Then after some times they also get progress and started to make a flat roof type houses with the help of stones and bricks. Then by the scientific technology, they started to make big houses with bricks, limestones, cement, sand, iron. They use this all things for the construction. And also nowadays, because of the increasing population, because of scientific technology, they started to make different kinds of buildings where most of the people can live easily, and that buildings they use materials like bricks, cement, wood, iron, floor tiles, tin sheets, etc. These are some examples that day by day they changes in their shelter. Look at this picture. In this picture we have to discuss how environmental pollution affect us. So the first picture is a launch extracting sand, means for making house or for building any construction. So we use sand, and that sand we can get from inside the water, inside the big rivers. Next is forest fire. If forest fire will be there, so it causes pollution like air pollution. Next, felling trees and forest. Because of increasing in population, people started to cut the trees and forest area. Next is quarrying. Quarrying is also known as mining, and by this mining we can get mineral oil or fuels from inside the earth. Last one is drawing excess water. Because population is also increasing, that's why we use lots of water for different kind of work. There are some points related to environmental pollution. The first point is digging up hills for quarrying. Next is extracting sand from seashores and riverbeds. Third is extracting stone and earth from the ground. Fourth one, drawing out excessive amounts of groundwater. Fifth one, felling trees to clear land. Sixth one, filling up ponds, lakes, streams, rivers, creeks and low-lying areas to reclaim land. Now look at this chart. This is chart of environment. Now let us see the first point, that is population. Now today the population is increasing by the time. So if the population increase, so we have to construct houses also. And for constructing the houses or buildings, people needs natural resources also. Next point is pollution. By this increasing population, pollution is also increased, like air pollution, water pollution, because we are constructing a building or a house, so we need different kind of things, and that things cause pollution. Third one is urbanization. Urbanization means cities. So in urbanization we have two things, that is agriculture and forest. Because of people, they started to live in urban area, that is in cities. So we have very much shortage of agricultural land. So people started to cut or clean the forest area, and in that forest land they started to do agriculture. Next is energy. We need energy for making or for constructing building or houses. This energy we can get from inside the earth by quarrying or by mining. This energy we can have this kind of thing, that is we can make bricks from soil, we can make cement from limestone and glass from sand, and this all we need to construct a house or home. Next is natural fuel. This natural fuel we get from inside the earth. Example, natural gas, mineral oil and coal. But this natural gas, you can use this thing only once. Next is sources of energy. We also have different kind of energy, that is solar energy and wind energy. It never be end, it is non-exhaustible, and this is very much important to us as our population is also increased. Last one is shelter. Every human being needs shelter. in proper environment. By this all points, if we make any shelter, we require these all points. And nowadays human beings are prepare different kind of shelter also, and that shelter is known as eco-friendly or temporary shelter. Now there are some characteristics of eco-friendly houses. Let us see. Minimum consumption of natural resources, means we use less and less natural resources. Use of non-exhaustible sources of energy such as biogas, wind energy and solar energy. This will never be end. Recycling of water, recycling of garbage, avoiding artificial materials and artificial colors, provisions for natural light and ventilation in the houses. Next is underwater shelters. Water tourism has now become an important occupation. Nowadays, we use this kind of occupation for making interest in our tourists, because they are coming from different kind of places, so they can see different kind of thing in our India also. So water tourism, it is very much important occupation nowadays. In some places there are underwater shelters for tourists. From these shelters we get a direct view of the seabed and the amazing marine life. We can see the sea also and marine life also. Marine life means water animals or water trees, etc. Such shelters are observed in the coastal regions of Europe and North America. It is in Europe and North America.